What's going on, y'all? My name is Joltis, and today I'm bringing you the final LC match of SPL 7's Week 5 between Hack of the Raiders and Madoka of the Ruiners. Hack is stepping in for Kingler Numbers this week, playing LC for the first time this season. He has been playing NU, I think, so far? I don't know. I think that, but I'm pretty sure he's mainly an Ubers player, but Ubers isn't in SPL, so yeah. So I don't know what his record is coming into this game, but his LC record is 0-0, so that's what he is to me. I've kind of been paying attention to the rest of SPL, but not as thoroughly as I have to the LC portions. Anyway, we've got his opponent, Madoka, who's coming off a loss to Zoro Dark in Week 4, and is sitting at 2-2 headed into this game. And yeah, looking at the teams, we've got pretty standard bulky offense from Hack, utilizing Skrelp as its primary wall breaker alongside Porygon. Porygon often running the download set these days. Other than that, we've got Pawniard, who could be carrying rocks. They could also be on Drillbur. A probable just standard Mienfoo, and then Fletchling, who, I could see Fletchling being Overheat. I could definitely see Fletchling being Overheat on Hack's team to help with things like getting rid of Ferroseed for Skrelp, who Ferroseed is one of the few things that actually kind of takes on Skrelp, though Skrelp does also commonly run HP Fire, so But anyway, looking over at Madoka's team, we've got another Omanite this week. We saw a tricking sweep Fap King with an Omanite. I actually just commentated that game. Yeah, we see another Omanite. This one could be Smash, but it could also be the Weak Armor Rock Setter. I assume Smash with most Omanite. We've got Floon. Spritzy, Diglett, Staryu, and Ponyta. Ponyta is probably Flame Charge. That's the most popular variant of Ponyta these days. And Flame Charge does not have a good time dealing with water types. But it does have a better time dealing with Diglett, and that's really the more important thing. But Hack doesn't have a Diglett, so Anyway, let's hop into the game right now. And we've got lead Skrelp from Hack and lead Ponyta from Madoka, so Hack definitely wins that exchange, as Skrelp is going to go for the Toxic Spikes first turn, as Staryu's just going to spin away them on the next turn with the Rapid Spin, and it's going to take a hefty chunk from Sludge Wave. Staryu reveals to be T-Bolt Staryu, which is different. You don't see that a whole lot. Not wanting to fuck with that, Hack's going to go to Pawniard on the spin. Staryu is then going to be switched out into Ponyta, who is going to take a knockoff and burn the Pawniard. That's unfortunate for Hack. So Porygon comes in for Hack and is Trace Porygon, which is not as seen these days, and is going to fire off a Thunder Wave on the incoming Staryu. Staryu's Natural Cure will deal with that pretty well when it switches out, as it does there, as Hack doubles to Skrelp, as Madoka goes to Drifloon. Hack really wants these Toxic Spikes, but Madoka's here to deny them, as Hack's going to go for the Scald, and Staryu's going to live on 1 HP and not get burned, so that's really unfortunate for Hack there, as Staryu's able to recover on Hack's switch to Mienfoo. Mienfoo's going to go right for the knockoff on the incoming Spritzy, which is nice to have knocked off, as Foo's going to reveal to not be Scarfoo, and U-turn out of the Spritzy into Drillbur, interestingly, as Spritzy throws up a wish. From Drillbur, Hack's going to go right back to his Mienfoo on the switch out into Staryu, who's going to go all the way back up to full. Staryu probably doesn't have Psychic, knowing that it is... Yeah, Staryu doesn't have Psychic because it's T-Bolt. So Hack's going to U-turn out on the incoming pony, not get burned, which is great for him, and go out to his Porygon. Madoka's going to go to her Drifloon, who's going to eat the Psychic, knock off the Porygon, as Porygon's going to reveal to be Psychic and Ice Beam, and take out the Drifloon. So yay, Drifloon's down. Anyway, in comes Staryu to fire off a Scald and burn the Porygon. As Porygon fires off a Thunder Wave, but Porygon's probably going to need to recover on this turn as Madoka switches out her Staryu in for Diglett, as Porygon does indeed recover and is sitting at a pretty decent amount of HP. Diglett's going to be withdrawn that turn as Porygon goes for the Ice Beam on the incoming Staryu. Doesn't do much of anything at all, as Staryu's going to fire off another Scald on the Porygon as it's going to recover. I feel like this is a pretty losing battle for Hack right now, this Porygon v Staryu thing. Porygon's going to try and recover off the Staryu's damage. With Burn, it's more difficult to do, but it is regaining some HP each turn, as it's going to fire off a Thunder Wave there, and Madoka's going to switch out, obviously not wanting her Staryu paralyzed, and go right in Diglett, as Porygon's going to recover again. Madoka again switches out her Diglett on the incoming Ice Beam from Porygon, who's down to about half now, as Staryu's going to fire off a Scald. Porygon's going to recover again. Really enthralling gameplay right now. Staryu's going to fire off another Scald. Hack's gaining 1 HP each turn, basically, after the burn. But, yeah. More recovering. Hack goes for the T-Wave there, and is down to 16%. Madoka's going to switch out again, and Hack into Ponyta this time, as Hack's going to predict the switch and go for the Ice Beam, but Ponyta obviously resists that, and Porygon is going to go down now. Good play from Madoka predicting the Ice Beam there, as Ponyta is going to Flame Charge to take out the Porygon, so that it's not outsped by anything. Skrelp's going to fire off another Sludge Wave and leave Staryu on 1 HP again, as it's going to recover, as Skrelp doesn't want to deal with that. Wow, this Staryu's been the bane of Hack's existence so far. Hack's going to double from Pawniard into Skrelp, as Ponyta is going to go for the flare, as Madoka went Ponyta on the Pawniard. Good play on Hack's part, as Ponyta is going to go for the Flare Blitz and die to Scald. Diglett comes in to revenge the Skrelp. It's Sash Diglett, interestingly. Most of the time you will see that as Life Orb. But so Diglett is being sacked here to the Mienfoo, who's able to Drain Punch and then U-turn out to pretty much be at a solid amount of HP upon re-entry. In comes Drober for Hack, as Madoka goes Staryu. Staryu's being a real annoyance for Hack here, as it's going to fire off a Scald and pretty much take out the Pawniard, who's now on 10 HP. Pawniard's going to go for the Iron Head there, as Staryu's just going to recover up, and Pawn's going to go down to burn. In comes Mienfoo, who Staryu's going to switch out of into her Spritzy, as Mienfoo goes for the knockoff there on the Spritzy, and then U-turns out this turn, as Hack's going to go out into Drober, who's going to eat a Moonblast, as it does. Does a decent amount, but not anything amazing. Drober here's going to fire off an Earthquake, do about as much to this Staryu, who can probably recover, as it does just decide to fire off a Scald and does get the burn. That's unfortunate for Hack. Now his way of winning is, yeah, Hack can still win at this point, but it just became, it's always been difficult for him. He's going to U-turn out of the incoming Spritzy to his Fletchling, who's going to take the Moonblast. This is not a mixed Fletchling, judging by that Moonblast damage, or at least if it is, it's not a not one with minus SPDF, but it's not Hack says, yeah, GG, acknowledging that he's lost as his fletchling won't be able to break through the remaining 2 mons of Madoka unless it was the rare but effective HP grass scrub, but it's not, as Omanite's able to take out the I said scrub, I meant fletchling, as Omanite's able to take out the fletchling, and then Drober's able to revenge the Omanite. Staryu is able to just kind of finish off this match, being really annoying. Staryu put in a lot of work this game, and Madoka is going to pick up this win, as Fires Off Skull doesn't do really anything to the Mienfoo, but Mienfoo is not going to be able to bust through it, especially burned, especially with Staryu having recover. So yeah, good game to both. I thought Hack played pretty well for not playing his main tier. Got a little unlucky with not being able to take out that Staryu twice. It lived on 1 HP, and if Staryu was down, this would have been a totally different game for Hack. But yeah, GG to both. Madoka's going to improve to 3-2 on the season. Hack's going to fall to whatever he is at. He's 0-1 in LC now, but I don't know about his overall record at this point. Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, comment with any feedback you have, and stay subscribed for more competitive LC content, including every single SPL game, LC SPL game this season. My name's been Joltage, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.